Why don't you sit in your car with it running, with the headlights on, music blaring, and smoking a cigarette for hours? Why don't you do that? A lot of people do. It's the American way. Yep, I hear the music. I hear the radio. It's the American way of life. Sit in the parking lot with your headlights on, car running, listening to music loud, smoking a cigarette. I see these mini mid-joules are being sold here as well. And also, they're expired too. I threw one on the floor out of disgust. But they're expired by a couple of months here too. I think they discontinued entirely.
Need help with something?
Can I help you? Ready to check out?
Hello.
All right, Centralia, Illinois. I don't quite follow what the purpose of this long shelter would be. There's a central point. There's lights on either side. Not sure if it doesn't look like they're getting electricity anymore. It's facing a slant on hill. This area is now a disc golf area, but it looked like this was set up long before that. Like a ticket counter. Like people come in and out of this little area. Like they may used to have a stage of some kind. It's hard to say. If it used to be a stage, it's moved over to the library park now. Alright, I feel weak this morning because I didn't sleep good last night. I woke up several times, maybe 3 times. The first time with a rapid heartbeat, and then the next couple times. First time was midnight, second time was 2 a.m., the third time maybe 4 a.m. Weakening me. I don't know, maybe I should look at this as a detoxifying thing. I think I'm gonna get some cilantro. Get some cilantro today. I wanna put more effort into detoxifying. I feel very tired this morning. Like I worked a night shift. Because my sleepless nights, my waking up while sleeping, kept me awake. And now I'm so tired this morning, I feel like I've worked a night shift. Like, I don't know why I get tormented as I sleep like this. So I learned about the death of Rich Piana a little bit. And after he died, they hooked him up to some kind of electrical device at the hospital. and his girlfriend said that he was just a twitching mass. He was just a twitching all over, uncoordinated. He just looked like he was twitching all over. It didn't really look like he was alive. Like he was just uncoordinated twitching instead of you know, the movement of life. And I'm feeling like I got a lot of uncoordinated twitching myself. I'm not dead, but if it's like getting towards death, where it's just I'm feeling nerve impulses all over, making me feel nervous and making my heart go crazy. Well, my heart's not just gonna go crazy, it's just gonna, I mean, my heart can go more and more crazy. It can just go from rapid heartbeat at night, waking me up, to just uncoordinated twitching at some point. It feels like it's working towards that. I gotta keep my nerves under control, and it's just it catches me by surprise a lot of times how this is happening. Centralia, Illinois, Centralia, Illinois. So I'm thinking from Centralia, because the weather continues to be so nice, I'm going up north. There's a city up north not too far, and then over east a little bit, but I'm not in any rush to go south if the weather's going to be nice. I killed a mosquito around here a couple days ago, and this isn't a bat, just in the regular environment. They're still able to fly around, so this weather's not cold enough to kill all the mosquitoes. So I offered that black guy potato, which I cooked yesterday, and then when we got to my car, he's like, oh, he started walking away and said, oh, Burger King isn't that far away. He wouldn't even look at my potatoes. What I should have done is pulled out one and been like, look, man, oh, they're good, come on. Alright, my heart appears to be beating extra hard, so it's diet related. What did I have? I know I had honey. I had some oats, and I had potatoes, and then the spring onions. Seems like, is it the honey that's causing this problem? I need to check this. I need to eliminate honey. This cheap honey I get from Walmart. It's really good tasting, but I'm waking up from a hard beating heart right now, and I don't like that, so I'm gonna have to test this. I'm gonna have to eliminate honey. That's the only way I could test it. Pure and simple honey. Just making note. Sewage stabilization pond, polluted water, no admittance. Right next to the park. Look at that. That is in full bloom, this dandelion. December 7th. Mosquitoes out. The dandelions are in bloom. I've seen a butterfly. I think I've gone far enough south. Green grass. They seem to have some kind of a landfill in Odin Park, which is the name of the city, Odin. Whew, smelling the smoke right here. It's blowing towards this town. The smoke. Smelling it right here. So it almost seems like you throw away your trash just so it could be brought over here and burnt. Cupcake pans. I don't know why they got all this mixed in together. That's a nice pot. If it had a lid, this lid I could maybe try out actually. I need to try out different size lids. Maybe I could fit the pot I got, because that glass broke. This bigger one might work better. From the Odin landfill next to the park, where they burn the garbage, where they pile up thrown out toilets, broken in various ways, next to sewage pipes. I guess they still practice COVID measures here. 6 feet distance, permanent sign. The wind is kind of blowing at me from this direction, but I'm not smelling any exhaust. I'm hearing them though. What a line of trucks in the Walmart parking lot. Alright, I paid for this trimmer. And the main reason, as I said, they got USB charging. I'm looking for a hair cutter that's USB charging, but a trimmer is a good start. It's got the old style on the ends, but USB is a very desirable thing to be using. Yeah, I like that. That helps, and I think, you know, having a second one now. I got a hair cutter I was using for my face. I think I can just have a face trimmer separate that's USB. I think I can make better use of it. So it's a fancy style, but it's the only one out of all the hair trimmers that have this USB, which is very desirable for me. I don't know why they haven't switched much. Wall is falling behind, in my opinion, on chargings. Hey, excuse me, I happen to see your no shoes, no shirt, no service sign. I don't know, how long has that been going on?
I don't know when they put it. It's been there for.
I don't know how strong you are in enforcing it, but I have.
Oh, those don't count.
Well, I mean, all right. I just wanted to ask because I've never seen a sign like that. I mean, close to unless you're close to a swimming pool or something, you got issues with
Oh no,
you know,
grocery.
bathers coming in, with just their shorts on or swimsuits on.
No, most stores have. Most grocery stores have.
Yeah, grocery stores, not libraries, not on the front door of the library. It's usually, all are welcome, or something. Well, it's mixed. It's
They have their
mixed.
shirts and shoes on.
What's that?
They are welcome if they got their shirts and shoes on.
Yeah. Well, you're making that clear right on the entryway. That's your the first thing that people see when they come into the library is those front doors, and I see that. I don't usually see that at libraries. It's and you probably have some kind of unique problem. And I don't think you just do that out of the blue.
No, it came about.
And you're not
It came about from a problem.
from a problem. Yeah, you're not the director, right?
No.
So yeah, you don't know. All right.
I do know, but it came about from a problem.
There's something. Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up. I didn't mind
I can relax here a little bit better because the curfew is 11 and not sundown in this Salem park. Alright, it's very cold out. The high is going to be 40, low 25. My heart's giving me all kinds of trouble. I'm laying down. I'm feeling a burning sensation in the chest. The cold isn't helping. I'm thinking, I just read, I'm looking at heart attacks and information about that. They say heart attacks happen most often during Christmas time. Wonderful. So I'm thinking I should be having try to have a tablespoon of cayenne pepper a day at this time of year. Maybe I'm gonna need to be slamming that a lot more. Try to bring some relief to my problems. Right, the magnet's attached to the spoon because the spoon is magnet is a iron steel. Oof. But I have a tablespoon of cayenne pepper here out of this container I've had for a long time. A tablespoon a day, maybe more. I'm doing a little bit of a different chest exercise. I realize I just push my back against the car or a tree, and then use my 6-foot or my 5-foot sticks and push down. Stretches things out. I don't do that, so I think I want to do that more as an experiment. It's different points of contact and then flexations, but also taking the herbal routes too. I just don't like how my heart's feeling, and if heart attacks are up in Christmas time, I got to take extra measures. I'm older. I got to do more. It smells like a fire. So as far as I understand, does that show? Cayenne pepper is, and maybe even ginger, is more important than ever this time of year. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can use the bathroom here. Just a little nervous.
Hi.
Yeah, can I use the bathroom or?
Right around the corner.
Oh. Wow, that was an easy experience, easier than when COVID was here, because COVID, they would have had people sitting at the front door telling me I needed to get tested and wear a mask just to use the bathroom. Glad that thing's gone back to the old times. Walk in, now I can look at hospitals as a source to use a bathroom again. When I have my emergencies, I get instantly cured and can walk out. Alright, across the street from the hospital, neighborhood watch, neighbors are watching over one another's family members and property, and they have been trained to report suspicious activity. So all these occupants have been trained to report suspicious activity, whatever that means. So they're doing some kind of renovation at this hospital, tearing out a room. So they've set a lot of different weird equipment. I think exercise equipment. So it's this physical therapy, all the physical therapy stuff. Pedal bicycle and just a lot of machine stuff piled outside the hospital. They probably don't plan on reusing this stuff. I don't know why they would leave it out in the elements like this and then intend to use it again. Okay, hospital's over here. And I drove past this the other day, or yesterday, and it seems really weird to see this no trespassing and a big fence. It's not just some river passing underneath a bridge. It looks weird. Looks like you could slide on this thing and have some fun. It's like a partial dam. Why is it set up like this? Doesn't look like it's a hydroelectric situation. But it's some kind of a flume that they've set up for overflow, spillway, and then I don't see where the water continues on beyond here. Yeah, it just turns into a small creek. It's got this big old flume, and then I think they're sucking the water down, because all this just turns into a little creek. And it's called a spillway, and they got some kind of units. I could cross the creek actually down here and then check that thing out. Oh, there's a big fence all around it. Maybe there's a hawk in the tree. See if I can get close enough. So I'm starting to suspect that doing this exercise with my neck, exercising my neck, is possibly leading to my rapid heartbeats at night when I lay on my side and something flips or twists, folds, something in my chestal cavity starts my heart just rapidly beating. I'm thinking maybe this is doing something to my spine in some way. Alright, apparently at Walmart we got this high pressure gas set up, and it's not very big. It's putting out quite a smell, but no trespassing in this small spot. Just a small caged area. But my car's right next to it. And I'm not smelling it right now. But it puts out a smell every so often. But it's not exhaust, it's just gas smell. I don't know what to think of this. And it's getting so cold that starting my car up again it's going to be questionable. It's supposed to be 25 tonight. I'm really concerned about this. I moved over here to get away from the exhaust of the traffic in the main lots, and then I might have moved to a worse spot. Alright, I've been holding on to this Hey Google thing for a long time. The mini, whatever. And now I'm dumping it. Just gonna dump it in that shelter because I don't use it. I find it difficult to find Wi-Fi connections because this needs its own separate, and when a password's required, then it's just too much of a hassle. So I'm done with this thing. I need more of the space than any chance to give it another try. I've played with it a little bit. I'm familiar with how it works. I paid $20, and now I'm just gonna dump it. And I'm not just gonna throw it in the trash. I'll just leave it laying somewhere in a random spot over here, and just whoever finds it, do whatever. All right, I'm testing out this light that I got. Oh my God, I forgot that it's. There we go. Oh my God, that's awful. It's screwing with the. It's screwing with the camera. This ain't gonna work. So I got this light that I put on the face of the camera, but it's really causing light issues. What if I turn it down? Then I just can't see. It looks so good in the bathroom. So this whole left side, if I gotta like cover it, and then it looks okay, or it looks better. Yeah, okay. I did not expect to see that. Well, I think I'm gonna return this this light. It's almost $20. I did not expect it to give such a washed out look. That is not desirable at all. I do not want that. On the right side, it gives a wash, just various levels of a washout look. That is not desirable. Do not like that. Light off. I mean, you can see. Light on. You can see something, but I really want it to be clear. Alright, it's 1 a.m. because that semi's got that thing running. I actually feel more sick tonight than I did last night next to the leaking gas pipeline. I feel a little more sick being next to that thing running because earlier in the night the wind wasn't bad, and I figured the wind would shift. I'm smelling it more, and I feel more sick. I gotta get away from this. Alright, I did myself no favors coming over here. I smell the exhaust, and I'm feeling a slight sickness. This is very frustrating. The wind isn't exactly swirling. The flag is saying it's only doing one direction. But I am smelling exhaust. And if I smell it, I know that it's not doing me any good. So I think I should just freaking leave. I don't know where to go. I need to study the map. It's 1 a.m. Alright, I want to believe that the air is different out here. It feels like it smells different, but when it comes to diesel exhaust, it can be a little more difficult to tell. but I think there's a difference. I feel better.